So on my video about not tolerating Sharon slander at all, many people were saying this about how Hayley Atwell, the actress who plays Peggy Carter, spearheaded a lot of the hate towards EmilyVanCamp and Sharon Carter. And I was asked if I could talk about it, and the answer is, of course. So everything that I am about to say in this video are things that I have, one, seen on TikTok, like panels and stuff where she was like talking, and then other stuff I've seen on Google, because you know Google is free and you can research it yourself. So one of the videos that I saw on TikTok, Hayley was at this panel, and the question that she was asked was if she could play anybody else in Marvel besides Peggy Carter, who would she want to play? And her answer was Sharon Carter. And it's funny because Hayley, the reasons why Hayley said that she wanted to be Sharon were the exact same reasons why Emily said that she was excited to play Sharon. First of all, because of how Sharon is in the comics. Like, Sharon is a bad bee in the comics, period. And because of how important and integral Sharon is to Steve's story. I mean, they've literally been soulmates for the last 62 years. I'm pretty sure it's been 62. Hayley even went as far as to say that she would wear a blonde wig and come back as Sharon Carter. Like, she fully 100% was for the Steve-Sharon relationship, and she was all for Sharon Carter as long as she got to be recast and wear a blonde wig and play Sharon. Then, when they casted EmilyVanCamp as Sharon, that's when Hayley started to hate on Sharon Carter and Emily and say that Steve and Sharon's relationship was disrespectful to Peggy and it was borderline incestuous, which it's not. But she didn't think any of that until someone else was casted as Sharon. And here's what she said. She said, first of all, Peggy would be turning over in her grave at the thought of Sharon and Steve being together. And then she said she would inject herself with the blue serum and become a supervillain. All because two characters who were canonically together would get together? Okay. She'd break out of her coffin and ground Sharon, and then she'd go after Steve. I just wouldn't want to date my great aunt's guy. Steve was not Peggy's guy. They kissed one time. They did not establish that they were in a relationship with each other at all. One kiss does not make somebody yours. And then she was talking about Civil War to be like, oh, well, they kissed after Peggy just died. Girl, Peggy was married to a whole other person. Who cares? And then she mentions Secret Empire, where Steve was brainwashed by Hydra, and she was like, well, Steve's not good enough for Sharon. Even in that comic, Steve still tried to protect Sharon, and he still wanted to be with her, even though Hydra had rewritten his brain and his memories. He still loved Sharon.